Yeah, and we're back. Convo Nation.
Come on.
We had someone absent last week. Rich,
the body.
You're back.
You know.
How was your holiday?
Boy, it was interesting.
But I went. Question though. Wait, if you was to go on holiday tomorrow, yeah, Shugs, would you bring us back a keyring or a souvenir?
Yes.
Shut your face, Rich, because when you came back with your dry
You know what?
hand.
To be fair, Mish, you've got a keyring from me from ages ago when you went away.
When I went Vegas, it's still in my house. I'll bring it. I'll bring it next week. Yeah.
So what happened, Rich?
The one that I went in the store and I made you choose it.
Obviously, the way my bank account set up.
Whatever.
So
Rich
you can
out
fly
on your...
to Turkey to get your body done, but you can't bring back. Are you taking the piss?
Man.
Show us the fake packs.
Man was
Are you
on
still
the
healing?
yacht.
He's still got the girdle on. Get me? He can't take it off.
Rich, you're full of shit.
Hey, no, obviously, I looked for like magnets, and I thought
you're a liar, because when you came back, you said I've just touched down in our group chat, and we were like, oh my god, did you get us a keyring? Did you get us a fridge magnet? And your words were, actually, I should really pull out the message right now, and put you on blast.
Evidence.
Yeah, pressure is what I'm applying right now. You turned around and said, no one ain't got time for that. That's what you said. Those were your words. So don't sit here and be like, oh yeah, what happened?
I looked and I thought magnets.
Did you get 4 packs or 6?
I got 4. Magnets. I thought magnets.
Myth.
We can't get them.
You only got 4 packs. So
I got to bring some better back. You know what I brought back?
Wait.
My
listen,
energy there.
Yeah.
You get me?
Okay.
My good vibes.
I think
my
you're
energy,
lying.
My spirit. What?
I think you're lying.
No.
So the fridge magnet you brought back, what does it have on it? Because I asked you for a fridge magnet. I asked you when you was
I
in
brought
the
me
out
back.
there. We don't want you.
I said as long as I get back safe, they are going to be.
You
happy.
see that?
Can I put you on my fridge?
No, everyone heard
You
that.
could do if you wanted to. I just
can't cope.
You hear me?
Man
I thought as
said,
long as it bring me back.
I didn't. I went to look at them, and then the way my bank account set up
There you
to
go.
now, I didn't bring back nothing for you. I brought it back for
My
me.
bank account is
and
complicated.
That's what I'm saying. The
So
boy is a
Rich.
mess.
That's why I didn't get no
So-
food from me today.
So,
Alright.
so
I see.
how was your holiday?
My holiday was interesting. It was good. It was different.
Holiday romance.
No.
You didn't.
Nah.
You didn't smash.
No.
You didn't.
Uh.
You lie like fucking
No.
police. Look
I
at
don't.
you.
You see me? I don't fly, and
Fly and fuck.
Nah. Is it? I just stay fly and then get fucked. Is it? I don't.
We're saying you catch flights, not feelings, but you fly and don't fuck.
Yeah.
So does that make sense?
No, none whatsoever.
All right.
Ew,
All right.
I flew and I didn't need to pattern. All I know it was a good holiday. I was in the sea. I was on the beach.
Yeah.
Got to
Are you a
bathe
good swimmer?
for
Are you a good
once.
swimmer?
It's all right.
I was I dived in the ocean, and then I had the rubber dinghy thing around me.
So you can't swim?
I can swim with the rubber dinghy.
Someone
That means you can't
swap
swim.
seats with Rick. Like, this is embarrassing.
This what's going on?
Said
Yeah.
I'd swim.
All my brethren was in there like fish.
The rubber
and I said,
dinghy.
give me the rubber dinghy, and I bought another rubber dinghy. I had 2 rubber dinghies. Yeah.
I
And I was
can't.
swimming.
Ted,
Yeah.
are you hearing this?
So all that gym,
Yeah.
and
For
you
nothing.
can't swim.
Rubber dinghy.
You don't train pool in the gym.
You do. You do.
What gym?
You ain't even been gym since.
Can you,
it's
you
open.
can't
What
even
are you
plug
talking
it. But your gym basically don't have a pool.
Nah, kettle gym.
Oh, wow, okay.
about? Still, there's
Prison
still
gym.
plates, innit?
No, home gym.
So
Concrete.
we come to the
Concrete
conclusion that Rich went away, he had a good holiday,
good holiday.
and didn't bring back nothing.
Nothing for
No.
family.
He didn't fly and fuck
I see.
either. Yeah. Okay.
I didn't beat nothing. I kept it clean and sweet.
Just your hand. And the rubber dinghy.
Rubber
The
dinghy.
2.
Yeah.
Rubber dinghy.
The only
I'm
thing you
not
got
on
in
all that.
between is the...
I'm not
the
on all
only
that.
thing you was in the middle of was the rubber dinghy.
Terrible.
Oh shit.
I'm not,
Alright,
I'm
then.
not- like I said,
Pressure.
Princesses.
You weren't applying no pressure. We applied more pressure than you, boy.
Listen.
you see what I'm saying? If you
I
don't go
can't
and beat it
cope.
now. Remember, imagine if I went down there and said, come back and beat 10 girl. Now,
We'd be like, oh my
Yeah.
days.
Oh my days, oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's a setup still, I
can't
realise.
believe it,
No,
oh my
we would have
god.
actually. We would have wanted
Man.
to know which one you would have ranked highest
Exactly.
out of the 10.
Because
From 10 to 1.
Let me
Nah,
not
but
lie,
I think
there's
it's
still
a
pressure.
setup though.
He's
No,
young
there's
though.
still
question is
pressure.
definitely
But he's
set.
young,
There's
but he's
still
single.
pressure for
But this
one
is the thing,
reason.
he's single.
Wait.
And
Wait,
one reason
wait.
only, because I didn't get my fridge magnet. That's it. I don't care about pom pom and all that. I just want a fridge magnet.
go.
I ain't never said I'm single and I ain't never said I'm in a relationship. I don't really know that.
That's what I say. So there would be no judgment. Man's going on holiday to have fun, innit? He ain't got to worry about no one when he comes home. Do you?
I'm good there.
You see what I'm saying?
You weren't too sure
got
about
an
that one.
arrangement.
Yeah, definitely.
An entanglement.
Entangled thing, huh?
All right, let's
Nah,
get
good.
to it. Let's get to it. Convo Nation. If you don't know the setup already, all these questions are from the fans, friends, family, and all the rest of it.
The Fs.
We're gonna shake it, and we're gonna start with Mish.
You start with me this week.
We'll go that way.
Say nothing.
Uh-huh.
Down the drink and
And
that.
hopefully it's a juicy question.
You didn't lose the bag this week, nah?
Drum roll.
Oh yeah, give her the drum roll then. You got table space.
We ain't playing bongo drums, you know.
I
don't know where this one's still.
Let's see what's going on. What go on? Bear mad. See what I'm saying about this bag, fam?
That demon laughter.
Alright, cool. So this question says, why do women love road guys
Mad.
over 9 to 5 guys?
We'll start with you.
So should we
girls
just
then.
say, all right, so should we, but now look at you, see how you're fast.
No, but I can't. We
So
can't
the
start
question
with that.
last week, hold on, there was a question last week,
And
yeah?
we started
that
with it.
no, wait, and it generalized, yeah, and it just said, directed it solely at men, yeah? And you were like, no, you know what?
It was
Let's,
parents though. It was different.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, we
There's
can't
ghetto
generalize
girl
it.
out there, you know?
I
There's
don't.
trap girls out there, you know? There's honey trappers out there, you
Someone
know?
here knows a lot of them.
Yeah, no, it's true. But
That's fine.
I've never encountered any.
So, okay, so this question is only for
trap
me and Missy
queens.
then, basically, is what you're saying.
No, I'm saying we definitely can have an opinion on it, but I don't know any trap queens. If that's what you call them, I don't know any.
We're
So
low key swerving. Though.
maybe you know, there might be. No, do you know what? They are out there, but I've never like
Beg your
been in
pardon,
an
my drink, please, Rich.
entanglement with any of them, so I wouldn't know. So let's go with a question, and we're gonna Missy? You
Yeah,
got
I don't
this?
mind.
You
Yeah.
might wanna talk
Yeah.
So
to
let's just read that one out again, Mish.
Why do women love road guys over 9 to 5 guys?
Even though that's a big, massive, fat assumption, because
Yeah.
I don't know where all women came from, because there are many
think-
men.
I
There are
think-
many men who have 9 to 5 that are in happy relationships with women. So yeah, I think some women do, or some women go through a phase, whether they're younger or older, at some point where they like, you know, the road, quote unquote road man or whatever, or bad boy, because it's more exciting or it keeps you on your toes. But that doesn't mean you don't like a good boy, so to speak. And let me not lie, seeing as I am a female, and I would know because I've dated people that are classed as road, yeah, sometimes a road man is road on the road and not like that when you're with them. So I don't like the fact that people seem to think it's because they're bad is why you like them, because they could show you a different side. I think some men are the bad, like obviously us sort of all grown up more or less in the hood, yeah. Some men are bad on the road, and then when it's just you and them, they don't show you that. It's not like he's gonna be like, oh yeah, babe, how much my man chefed up today and that. Like they don't talk to you about that.
They don't.
And sometimes it's a respect thing. They don't bring that around you. They want the road separate from their girl, innit? So they're not gonna have you around that. So I don't like the fact that people think, oh, just because he's out here doing this or selling drugs or beating up people or whatever, XYZ is why you necessarily like him. What might attract you to that is that women like an alpha male, and usually more time when a man is on the road or whatever, more time he's gonna have that persona, he's gonna have that swagger, he's gonna have that vibe about him where he owns his own, he walks the walk and talks the talk, and that's attractive. Do you get what I'm saying? No woman really wants a man that's gonna be like whimsy and shy and don't speak up for himself.
Has that caught you out a few times then?
What do you mean caught me out?
Like in the sense of like, would you say where you was as a child or as a teenager to where you are now, would you say that still is very attractive?
Do you know what? As a teenager and now as a woman, I'm still very much attracted to a man who owns his shit and walks the walk and talks the talk and isn't putting on, because a lot of men do that, but it's a facade. I will know, like, I'm old enough now to know when a man's pretending to be a certain way or not. Do you get what I'm saying? But I'll say it in my chest, I'm attracted to a man who's an alpha, because I'm an alpha female. I'm confident, I speak up, I own my shit, I'm outspoken. So if a man is equally like that or above that, that's a turn on for me.
Do you feel like a 9 to 5 can
no,
have
but
that as well?
I've dated a 9 to 5er who makes like 80 mil or whatever, yeah, and
80 mil. Are you hearing this?
Wait, it's the drink.
Yeah.
He makes a lot of money, yeah. Let's scratch that. We'll edit that out. Yeah?
Me.
He makes a lot of money, but he had the persona of like a road man, so to speak, yeah. But he was completely legit. Works in an office setting and is, you know, a good youth, so to speak. But his persona was very much, this is what this is. He'll find me like, what time's your lunch break? 12:30, 12:45. All right, well, 12:15, I'm coming for you, innit? Be ready. I was like, oh, okay. He'll come to my office, pull up. We'll go out to eat. I'm gonna pay. No. Forget that. Yeah, it's already sorted. I sorted the time. That doesn't have to be road, but because he's a leader and he's setting pace and he's owning his own. Do you get what I'm saying, Mish? Like, that's attractive.
Listen,
So that means you're still with him, yeah?
Wait.
Do you know what?
Let's cut Mishin.
Let me just.
Let's go with the girls first.
It's a hard thing. 1 minute, Rich. I'm coming. We're coming for you. Don't worry. Let me land. Like, for me, yeah, I see it as it's a double-edged sword, yeah? Because you've got roadmen out there that do nothing but roads, yeah? So realistically, the only girls that are going for you are the ones that want money. Point blank, period. In my eyes.
You reckon?
Yes. Because your money's fast. Therefore, the girls are faster.
But then what if you're a girl that makes your own like me? I'm not after no one for
that's
their
different.
money.
I'm coming to you.
Yeah, but you're at that age
But
now.
you're at that age.
No, because when I was younger, I still wasn't. You know me from when I was younger.
So I'm not going to roll up to you and be like,
he knew me from when I was a little girl. So I'm not like
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I was like, well gone, babe. Drippy, no drip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pure mullah, and it's on you. You're gonna be looking at him like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're not gonna be attracted to
but
that.
I've always been like that. That's why.
But then what I'm saying is, you've got this new generation that's coming that will see this
and
you
they're
have to
all,
speak on every
drill, trap, drip, no drip, all of that shit, and they want piece of that. Like no roadman is going to know. Like if women want a roadman, they want James St. Patrick roadman. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's got your 9 to 5.
That's older women, man.
But that's what I'm saying. Am I not an older woman? Am I not older than all of you lot?
I'm saying
Okay.
in general.
I'm talking about.
She can only speak for her demographic. Yeah.
That's the type of roadman that they want.
Call me James.
That's
not no roadman that's stabbing up youths and on the back
Nobody
of
wants.
pedal bike.
Nobody wants a Tommy.
Nonsense.
Everybody wants a James.
Boy, you know
No
what?
one wants
Yeah.
a Tommy.
All right, wait. I'm
What's
gonna
her
be
name?
real with you
Lakeisha
right now.
Tommy.
I'm gonna
Lakeisha
be real
wanted
with
Tommy.
you right
She
now.
wanted Tommy.
Tommy would have to be my side thing still if that was the case.
Oh dear,
But
oh dear.
no, I do. I love a bit of Tommy though. Tommy's just got something. There's just something about Tommy.
Get me? Listen,
But Tommy keeps it 100. That's why.
But Mish, would you agree, that men can have those personas of James St. Patrick and Tommy without being on the road?
Yes.
There are men that
There
have
are men
that,
that
but
are.
they're not
Yeah,
on
they
the
are.
road.
They're
Yeah,
not
they are.
as appealing to others.
I think.
Remember, alright, let me show you something. You see, road, man. It's every day is risky, innit? Yeah, so you're coming in, yeah. Remember, they're coming, yeah. And I'll be real, like, man, I road, man. So, but not no more. I'm cool.
You used to back in the day.
Woo-hoo. Okay, so imagine our mind frame's different, innit? So you see, like, I believe like just everything we do is always on edge, innit? On edge. Girl love that on edge.
They do.
That,
The young ones
that
do.
random stuff. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, you don't come in and tell them about your whole lifestyle. That's long. But they hear. They definitely hear about what's going on and who they're with. You get me?
Oh yeah, they're definitely
Yeah,
aware.
yeah, yeah.
They're
You
know what I'm
definitely
saying?
aware.
So they know like,
They're listening on the side.
yeah, that's my guy. You get me? Now they ain't gonna come back and say, babe, I heard you got.
So do you feel like it's an excitement thing? Do you feel like
exciting?
you're just
100%
excited?
love the excitement. I'll be real. See when I was at college, yeah, I met a thing. College chatting to her. I liked her. I was like, yo, bam. I was onto her. You get me? She was on it. She was on just going cinema chilling. She was on it. You get me? Obviously, I dropped that card, do my thing again. I was like, all right, back where I was in it. All right, then what happened? Bumped in the shopping, bare bags and that. I'm back on the road now, and I'm shopping, bare bags, this, that. I'm in the shops here working. Mad. Number over the till. Pattern gang. You get what I'm saying? You know what it is? She was interested in the hype.
Did she
You know what I'm
tell
saying?
you that?
Was you reckon?
It was way easier to pattern.
bags that were empty.
Nah, it was full. It was way easier to pattern. It was way easier. You know this. It was way easier
Mish,
to
go
pattern.
home.
Yeah, it was way easier to pattern.
Missy,
And
do
you know what
not
it
know
was?
people that do that?
It was a lifestyle. They're into the lifestyle. Certain girls are just into the lifestyle.
Missy knows as well. That's what I'm saying.
Now, certain man buy a hat and then got bare hats in South. I understand.
I want to buy the big
do
bag and
your-
spend
yeah,
£20
do
on
your
the bag.
Yeah, do your thing. I'm not on about that. I'm
And
on
that's
about
the
this was
extra
shopping.
tissue.
But what I'm saying to you, it's like sometimes they just love the hype in it. It's love the hype.
Can
innit?
I just say,
I can't fault you, ladies. I love it.
But what if we flipped it, yeah? Why is it that everyone complains about women liking roadman over a 9 to 5?
complain.
What if women preferred 9 to 5ers over roadman? Everyone would chat shit and say,
Nah,
you lot are bougie.
I just
you
get
lot
9
only
to
want
5.
man with a 9 to 5. Rare. So you can't win.
No.
You like a roadman, people chat shit.
know
You
what?
like a 9 to 5, your man's a neat, your man will get punched up. Like, it's like
That's
you
the
can't
problem.
win.
That's the problem.
But there's a lot of 9 to 5ers
that's
that
the
will
problem.
spin man
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
road.
of course,
Just
of
because you're on
course.
the road don't mean
Yeah,
you're bad.
of course.
Remember
Remember,
that.
I'm
a lot
not
of
on
you lot
road.
are under the cloak of other people's name, you know.
No, I get it. Cause I'm not on road
All
at
right.
all. I'm not on road at all. I'm not about this. I'm not interested.
When
so,
you're from the
I
era
get
where
it.
man put
I
in
get
work
it.
and
Yeah.
there was no social media,
Yeah.
so you heard of it. Like, there was times where a man would lie about what an ex-man did. Oh, did you hear someone got stabbed in Newsham? Yeah,
Yeah.
that was me.
Nah, I
And
get
there
it.
was no one to say he was lying. Nowadays, it's all
They're
online.
like, no,
so
no,
you
no,
can't
no,
even
no.
lie.
I
Do you
get
know
it.
what I'm
I
saying?
get it.
But
Everyone knows
I get it,
everyone.
man. You know what it is? I think it's more. I think it boils down to persona and
I'm
character.
hot over here, you know.
Character in it. What you learn as you come off
This
the road
light
and what
is
you learn through that
killing me,
life.
fam.
You get me?
Mish, let Rich land. He's got
Sorry.
clearance.
I'm apologising.
He's got
I've
Yeah,
got
so
my
I think-
fluorescent jacket
I think-
on. Go.
I think now not being involved in nothing, I just do my thing, chilling. I think it's more character
That's what I'm
takes it
saying,
away, innit?
yeah.
I think it's more character.
Yeah.
You get me?
How
But
would you rate yourself in personality from 1 to 10?
I'd give myself a good 12, you know?
Whoa.
Wow. Okay, cool. And then your character, because you know personality and character are two
My
completely
character,
different things.
you know, I'm a good 13, you know?
Well, do you know what?
What about you?
I give myself top ratings for them things there. Character and
Personality-wise?
personality.
Yeah, personality. What would you give yourself?
I don't know, man.
You're
About-
dry,
about
bro.
five.
I don't know. Like, I don't really.
Five.
About 3?
What about character?
5.
Character,
three,
I
four,
don't really
five.
rate myself like
Yeah.
that.
Me,
Five.
please.
I don't go down.
Five.
that road.
Yeah.
What about
5.
you? What about you?
Me,
Yeah.
personality. See, now I'm a little bit like Marmite in it, so you either like me on first impression or you don't in it. But I would say solidly, personality, I'll be like an 8.
And character.
No one can match my character, so I'm gonna be on Rich's level.
See?
I'm gonna say 15.
There you
still.
go. There you go. Character is a thing we just have, innit?
You just have it.
Personality
You're
you
able
have.
to speak to people.
Yeah. Remember, I'm telling you now, if I get the chance with someone for a day, if you ain't laughing all day, it's just long. I don't
Yeah,
get
but are
it.
they laughing with you or at you? And it
Laughing
shows
with
something
me.
on all your characters
With
because
me.
no one even asked
So
me.
what we're gonna do? Yeah.
Hold
We're
on.
about to get there.
He asked the questions, brother.
We're about to get
No
there.
one asked me. You asked
We're
the
about to get there.
personality and the character.
But you know
asked
what
Rich-
it is? I know
Rich-
you. Yeah?
She's about to get
No,
there.
my thing.
Right, so Missy.
Princess.
Yeah,
Missy. What are you rating yourself out of 10?
I was about to say the Peckham Princess. God forbid, bro.
Trap, gang, let's go.
I mean,
Right, personality. Missy, what you
Personality.
saying?
ask my fan club, Missy Brown Skin. Shout me on all socials. Get me. I'm joking. I think my personality, is top 50. Yeah,
Top
because
50.
I'm funny.
50.
I'm rude. I don't care. I know I'm rude.
Yeah, you're rude.
And I'm
Babe,
rude.
I saw that on.
I'm rude. I'm
Listen.
rude. No, I'm rude. I'm
She's
rude.
disrespectful.
Anyone
Do
that
you know
knows
what?
Missy.
No, anyone that knows me.
No.
Do you know what it
Do
is?
you know what
yeah?
it is?
I
Problem.
don't think I'm rude. I
Disrespect.
think
You're not
I'm-
rude.
Yeah,
She's
thank
not
you,
rude.
Mish. I'm not
She's
rude.
not
Disrespectful.
disrespectful. No, she's
Thank
not.
you.
She's not.
Thank
She's
you.
Out
not.
of order.
But do you want to know what it is? Is that she doesn't hold her tongue. So you know if someone
See that?
approaches her the wrong way,
Yeah,
she's
it's
not
long.
gonna
I'm
stand
not a
there
bully,
and
yeah.
allow you to talk to her a
Right,
certain type of
right,
way.
Right.
It's like it's not badding them up.
My
It's
G.
putting them in their place.
Right.
I watched Missy walk
Yeah.
down the road
Oh.
on her phone doing her thing, and a guy came out of nowhere and dashed rubbish on the floor.
Right.
Told him to pick it up.
Yeah.
Come on, that's not-
Then this is how you know the ignorance of certain people. Started cussing. So you see the moment you start cussing and drawing people out their name, that's when you're gonna get the
And I
other
gave
side
it
of
to
Missy
him,
innit?
right? All right.
And Missy gave it to him.
Right.
Like I saw that.
I'm not a
witnessed
bully,
it.
but I
It's
know
not.
how to handle myself.
Yeah.
And I'm outspoken and I'm honest. So because people don't know how to take that, or bare man are just flimsy and feeble these days, it's just, oh, you're rude, you don't know how to talk, you don't know how
So
to...
the man
Bruv,
can't
man
handle you.
up. That's not my
They
fault
can't.
if
They
you're
can't.
inadequate.
But do you know what
Right.
it is? Because you have a strong presence
Yeah.
and you're confident. It's intimidating for
I
some
like
people.
you know.
All right,
You
listen.
gotta do that.
So let's.
We gonna
Don't
let's-
intimidate
Yeah,
them,
yeah.
don't
We
We
always.
only go off track when it's my turn. These times I never said about my character. I said my personality. See, I got chopped off.
Yeah. Now
See,
tell
if
us
I'd
about your
done that-
character.
No. Hold on.
My character speaks
Did
for
I-
itself. I'm a pressure
Did I even?
princess.
Did I even
I'm
touch
talking.
You didn't
on
even
the
answer.
subject?
But the
I'm
joke is
talking.
you didn't even answer your own question.
Leave
We asked
him,
you about your
'cause he
character. I
tried.
don't
And
know. I
then when
don't
it was
really
my
rate
turn now, then
myself.
what did-
Yeah, but I don't.
Girls, this is what I'm saying right now, yeah?
Let me drink.
I beg you come in the comments. Please, DM convo_nation on Instagram. Please, yeah? this guy, let us know what he can do. Like, come on. I'm just an ordinary guy. You see this? I'm just a humble guy. I'm a humble guy. He don't rate himself. So you guys,
he definitely rates
give
himself.
him your ratings
Give
out
him-
of 10.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what we want to see.
Is that what we're
All
doing?
right.
Yeah?
So let's go back to the question.
And if you mark under 5, we're calling you out on the next episode.
So what I'm
Sorry.
saying is, read if you can just touch on that question again. So
why
I
do
can touch on
women
it.
prefer roadmen over 9 to 5?
Because they're not dry.
And I would say
Go on.
they're chasing money.
But that's what I said.
Yeah, that's yeah. But I'm allowed
It's
to
true.
say that too.
I
I
like.
think that they're chasing money.
Yeah.
Essentially, they're chasing money. They're chasing
The lifestyle.
lifestyle,
Excitement.
excitement. Yeah, they're definitely chasing
Like
that.
to be kept on
They're
their
chasing
toes.
for everything that they won't provide for themselves.
Whoa.
Woohoo! Okay, cool. So on that note,
With the chest.
we're gonna
With the
move on to the next one because
With the chest.
I can't even come back from that.
Whose turn is it?
And then
Rich?
my man
honestly-
and then man talks about I don't really rate myself. I don't really
Rich.
rate
No, but
myself.
honestly-
And you come out with
Right.
things like
Let
that.
me land.
that was
Let me land.
low.
No, let me land though.
Bruv, you landed.
No,
let me
you
land.
crashed.
Let him land.
You crashed
land.
on the strip.
You evacuated
Let me
everyone.
crash. Let me
Everyone
crash.
came out with
Yeah.
parachutes
Yeah, let me
and
crash.
life rafts because you
What
done
do you
it.
mean? We all died
Let
with
me-
him, bro.
Let me
What?
land and crash. I don't mind.
You've already crashed.
Essentially, because it's something that they are not willing to do for themselves, they're gonna look for that in someone else.
Talk to your boy, Rich.
After
That's
I
a
just
fact.
said
Whoosh.
it wasn't about the money. I have my own.
That's
so what does
you.
that mean?
See when you're, I'm telling you, see when you're 14 and you're into the boy that is a bad
I
boy
don't know, I
or a
wasn't
bully
on that
in
when I was
school
14.
or a nuisance in the
Let me just
classroom.
adjust my crown quick.
That's the reason why you're into him. You're into him because he does something that you're not willing
Are you
to
a
do.
girl?
That's what I think. That's just
Yeah,
my
that's
opinion.
what you think.
No, I'm entitled to that. I'm entitled to my opinion.
yeah.
I might be wrong. I might be
You're
right.
wrong, bro.
But there is definitely that element. It can't just be excitement. Like you're into,
Why not?
you're into it.
Why can't
Alright,
it
you
just
see
be
when you're
excitement?
14.
When you're 14, that's all you know.
See,
Why,
when you-
why would you think
so let me
it's
explain.
peas?
When you're in school and you're 14 and there is another 14-year-old in the class being rude to the teacher, and us at the age that we're at now, that makes you excited. That don't make you excited.
Bruv, we've all burnt.
It's
to a crisp.
because it's something that you're not willing to do,
That's dead.
and that's what happens.
Wow, this is what cremation feels like.
Problem.
We need
Big
to
problem,
edit in
big
like
problem,
a
big
funeral
problem.
partner.
No, are you ready? You know, like
I'm the granny with the fan.
Yeah.
All right.
Cha.
aeroplane crashing from the sky.
Hold on.
Mr. ATM was a good man.
Hold on.
Yeah, hold on.
Rich, what's going on over there?
Nah, Rich is
You're moving
not
like you're
Now, yo,
like you're
this is-
switching
To the
sides.
pressure side.
Switching sides, B.
Now we're there. I just like the woo cha bit, man.
All right, let's move on. Rich, your time.
Rich, your turn. Bags there, bags.
Let's shake that bag.
Really burial.
You know what
mate.
takes it? I'm glad we
Burial.
finished on that note.
Shake it up, no? That's it.
Oh yeah, let's shout out the pressure princesses. They've come in outfits today.
Get me
with,
a full force.
Well, I got my
look.
crown right here, and my pink bow up.
Get me. Bow down, peasants. Get me. When you're in the presence of royalty. Hear ye. You get me? All of that.
Shit, do you know what's
Ah.
joking? Sometimes I just gotta go along with you, babe, because I'm just like, wow. Some things you say, I'm like,
This is like. This
Oh,
is
what's
rich.
this? What's this one? What's
This
this
is
one?
like, it's interesting, isn't it? 'Cause
Speak.
Oh my gosh.
did
Speak,
you
young
take
man.
part in a BLM? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a Black Lives Matter march. Yeah, or do you
We got
believe
the
the
match.
march made a difference to Black lives?
So,
Who's going first?
so
Yeah.
Did you
so
take
did
part?
you take
So
part?
it's a two-part
in a,
question,
Yeah,
so
yeah. So
basically.
did you take part in a Black Lives Matter march?
Okay,
and
wait.
Do you think?
Wait. Just do the first bit, and then let's ask everyone.
Alright then. Did you take part in a Black
Mine's quick.
Lives
I
Matter
didn't.
march?
I didn't. Because I had business to take care of, and I'm black-owned business. So I have to take care of my shit. I didn't.
I didn't, but I wish that I did. I wish there was an aspect that obviously, even if it was just one time, that I wish that I did. Maybe for history, maybe for superficial kind of reasons.
Did you?
I mean, I was turning up at spots, yeah, but I didn't stay for the whole of the things when I was turning up. I turned up spots, bit of support, but my main thing was that I'm trying to get out with people is like, we can all turn up to these marches, which is fine, but what are we going to do for our communities differently? That's my issue. So I wasn't really on, let's go to every march. No.
So
What I'm
you
trying
did
to
turn up then.
I turned up to 1 or 2, but my main thing was, I've been trying to push businesses.
So
black-owned
ongoing
businesses
process.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't think
Before
it's gonna
the-
make a
It's
difference.
not going to be an overnight thing.
Yeah, it's not.
So Mish,
You know
go
what
on,
I'm
did you
Yeah,
take
I
part?
did. I did. I went to 3 marches. I did 3. In different areas. So there was one in Croydon.
Yep.
I did Croydon. I did the one that went to the US Embassy and then to the House
What
of
from
Parliament.
Croydon to the
No,
US?
no, no,
I was
no,
gonna
this is
say
a separate
raw.
one. Vauxhall, because the US
I was
Embassy.
gonna say come like slavery again, fam. That's a trek.
The US Embassy's in Vauxhall, innit? So I did the Vauxhall March and then I did the Parliament Square Downing Street one. So
All right, can we just do something quickly? Can we just put our hands together for the BLM movement?
definitely.
Because it is needed. It is needed. It does serve a purpose.
No, most definitely.
It does serve a purpose at some level.
Yeah, there's levels to it. There's levels and there's
yeah.
a lot of complications
I
to
think
it.
there's everything as a whole. What's been happening now has already been happening. History's repeating itself. Remember the Black Panthers, all of that stuff. All over, there's been movements about Black Lives Matter and the BLM and whatever
For the longest time.
before we even existed. I don't think it's something that's gonna change overnight. I don't think the solution is very clear. I think there's more than one ways to resolve it, but I think trying to resolve something that's never gonna end is impossible, and that is racism. Racism is never gonna stop because there are people that are teaching their children about racism. It's embedded in them. It's part of their culture. It's part of their nature. So how can you fight against something that's never going to be eradicated? You can change how it's managed, but then really and truly, if you are a person of color in a country that is a white man's country, you're fighting a never ending, like, what's the saying? It's like a never.
You're fighting a never ending story. Yeah, never ending battle.
You can't, like, it doesn't make sense. So in a way, it hurts to say that. But then you have to be realistic. This is not of our people's heritage. This is not our country. So trying to enforce a country of people who are not of colour to adopt black people's policies and to treat black people of a certain way when they've gone hundreds of years of doing things their way in country and trying to get them to accept women to not... You lot are doing it again.
No, it's long.
I'm not gonna lie. Stop, please.
Sorry, we just need a little bit of juice.
Like, I'm making valid points.
You
I'm
are.
hearing
You fully
you.
are. We're still listening.
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
Like,
You
that
just
just throws
easily
me off.
You're
she's
easily
gone.
distracted. That's
Yeah,
what
you're
it is.
easily
Yeah,
distracted.
but come on, man.
Go on, Missy.
I had to
Keep going.
for this.
Guys,
You got time to land. Let's
I
go.
need
going,
the respect.
'cause
I
it
have a
was-
crown on my head. Come on.
It was what you were saying.
Yeah,
was
but what I'm
important.
trying to
Okay.
say
Oh, it's important, I'm hearing it.
if you was going to go to a country, if you were going to go to, I don't know, an Islamic country and try and force them to not make women wear hijabs or niqabs, like, it would be silly. Like, why? Because that's their policy, that's their culture, it's embedded in their people. So trying to get a country that is not originally for people of colour to change their way of thinking, it's mad. I don't see how it's going to happen. Remember, a lot of people that exist now, they didn't endorse slavery and whatever, but their ancestors did. It's in their history. It's part of their culture. Look at all Churchill and all them statues people are tearing down. If it was so bad, if they thought there was a problem with it, it wouldn't have been put up in the first place. So remember, that's their history.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I give that. This is where I'll go a little bit off topic. Yeah. So when everything happened, when everything obviously kicked off, I got into quite a few little Facebook debates with people, and people comparing black oppression to the current slavery market, saying, "Oh, but there's slavery everywhere. Everybody's dealing with slavery." We're not talking about everyone.
Right.
What we're talking about is one specific thing
Black lives.
that happened that people need to take ownership for. Yeah. So the topic was St. Thomas's Hospital. Yeah. The founder of Guys in St. Thomas's Hospital had a shipping company. He had shares in a shipping company. The profit he made from the shipping company,
About that.
he put that money into building a hospital. He has a statue outside Guy's Hospital. People that work for Guy's Hospital, Guys in St. Thomas's Hospital, remember, you work there. You got a job there. Are in uproar because now there's questions on taking the statue down. Yeah? So I said, if he profited through slavery, why should his statue remain? Because he's not in our history books. He's not in the history that's teaching our kids. So realistically, if you're going to be mad about anything, you should be mad at the fact that they want to tear down the hospital because it was bought with slave money. But I'm saying that, and the woman is comparing it to factory workers.
Yeah, that's not the same.
She was like, oh, but there's look at Primark. I said, so are you really doing this right now? I said, babe, like, you know, you have to like think, okay, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh my god, I'm like the biggest advocate. I'm out here, boom, 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 boom. I know everything, because I don't. Yeah. I'm learning every day.
Of course.
But for you to turn around and tell me that factory workers that make clothes for Primark, you're gonna compare that to oppression.
Yeah.
Oppression.
What she's doing is that all lives matter.
No.
Yeah, that's what she's doing. Because she's trying to do. You know, like when people are screaming Black Lives Matter, people don't know all lives matter. But we're not saying they don't. What we're saying is Black lives is a topic. That's what we're focusing on.
She's like, but we don't have proof.
Of what? Slavery.
We do.
Bro, your whole country is founded on that.
No, she said we do not have proof that he benefited from slave money. But yet, when you Google,
oh my god,
the founder of Guys and St. Thomas's, it says a shipping company that exported slaves.
Yeah, peak.
Whether you knew about it or not, you profited from that.
How can you not know that you profited from slavery? Everybody knew.
Take it
Do you
down.
know why? Because it was legal. So there was no shame in it because it was actually legal.
But now your shit's causing offence.
Okay.
Now your shit's out here causing offence. So you got a problem.
Yeah,
How do you feel about it, Rich? Like, guy, let's because obviously we've
got the second part now.
Alright, see me.
And I think you lot have touched on the second part.
Yeah, well,
already.
Alright, did it make that? So did it? Do I think it made a difference? Yeah.
I think it's making a difference.
Yeah. Well, hear what I'm gonna say to this now. With me, I look at the whole situation slightly. Obviously, I hear like all of the what's going on and slavery and you know all the oppression and everything, and I'm proper like. I read up on it. But my issue is now, innit?
Yeah.
It's now. And because I'm from the roads, whatever, I've grown how I've grown, and I've managed to separate myself from certain things just to make sure I live a certain way. As soon as we put down Black Lives Matter for a day, we start killing each other. You get what I'm saying? And this is what I'm pushing on it.
Yeah.
Because I'm sick of it. You get what I'm saying? Because 1 minute we're so angry, and everyone's making the maddest, and you see unity, and it looks powerful, but guess what happens? It crumbles real quick, and it crumbles real quick because we decide, you know what, our drama is more than what is more than the bigger picture. Do you get what I'm saying? And now it's like, so I'm every day I'm pushing something to say, yo, people need to just get their heads on right. You get me? We can't expect here anything to change if we are gonna keep making sure that everyone knows that we believe that we are bottom of the barrel. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I push on it. Obviously, I can't get so deep into the history of things because I can't make a difference on that. But I believe I can make a difference on now. Exactly, yeah. I can make a difference on now. Yeah. But now it's what we doing and what the generation after us do. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? And what we teach people.
Do you know what? Yeah, I think you've touched it. For me anyway, you've touched on exactly the same thing.
That's my problem. That's what all I push on it. And like I said, I help businesses, but the same business that I help, I don't see them help me the same way, but I still help businesses. And it's like I'm thinking that I see
that's a judge of your character.
Yeah,
because you don't give to receive.
No, of course. I just want to see,
and a lot more people need to be more like that. Like I'm very much like I don't expect nothing back. You got to promote. You've got to hold everyone down. You've got to do what you need to do for your community.
Come on.
Point blank period. That's my thing.
Yeah.
So on that note, I want to big up Teed Out.
Yeah.
Big them up.
Yeah.
Because we're making statements out here.
I feel like obviously I already kind of said that I didn't take part in the march. I wish that I did, maybe for a superficial reason, just to say, look, I took part on something that is kind of it's in history for my generation, isn't it?
100.
But in the sense of, do I feel like it's made a difference? Of course it has. It's any step forward is better than a step back.
Yeah.
So no matter how small or how small the steps are forward, I'm gonna be for it. Do I think that is something that's gonna last? As you said, like since that whole episode of everybody marching, you know, black boys and I guess there might be black girls as well that have gone back into the rigmarole of snaking each other, killing each other, doing silly things to each other. So I don't stand for that, innit? Yeah. But do I feel like it's gonna make a long-lasting difference? Yeah, because I think there's certain aspects like
a lot's changed.
Shout out Swiss.
Black Pound Day.
Black Pound Day. I don't know if it's just him, but shout him and his team or whoever was
lot's
around
changed,
that. I think that's very important. I think
Obviously, the next Black Pound Day is coming out, and a lot more people need to be more like that. Like, I'm very much like, I don't expect nothing back. You got to promote. You've got to hold everyone down. You've got to do what you need to do for your community.
Come on.
Point blank period. That's my thing.
Yeah.
So on that note, I want to big up Teed Out.
Yeah.
Big them up.
Yeah.
Because we're making statements out here.
I feel like obviously I already kind of said that I didn't take part in the march. I wish that I did, maybe for a superficial reason, just to say, look, I took part on something that is kind of it's in history for my generation, isn't it?
100.
But in the sense of, do I feel like it's made a difference? Of course it has. It's any step forward is better than a step back.
Yeah.
So no matter how small or how small the steps are forward, I'm gonna be for it. Do I think that is something that's gonna last? As you said, like since that whole episode of everybody marching, you know, black boys and I guess there might be black girls as well that have gone back into the rigmarole of snaking each other, killing each other, doing silly things to each other. So I don't stand for that, innit? But do I feel like it's gonna make a long-lasting difference? Yeah, because I think there's certain aspects like shout out Swiss.
Black Pound Day.
Black Pound Day. I don't know if it's just him, but shout him and his team or whoever was around that. I think that's very important. I think
obviously the next Black Pound Day is coming out 1st of August. Like, see me, any opportunity to spend in a black-owned business, I'm there.
I think that's very important.
Listen, I didn't get to do much, but on that day I actually went to go buy planting from some black woman shop because I was like, fam, I was like, yeah, she was like, thank you so much. I was like, yeah, man, you make my too proud. It's
give
all
you
good.
an even bigger thing. So me and my husband, we had a date night. It fell on Black Pound Day, but we'd already had the reservation. So we were like, boy, we're gonna have to cancel, because we don't know if it's black owned. I was like, nah, the man's married to a black woman, therefore it's profiting a black person, therefore it made sense to me.
For me also, I think what's very important is if we're going to buy from black businesses, then we need to be able to keep the money within black businesses. And what ends up happening is one person will buy from a black person, then another person will buy from a black person, and then that person will go to the bigger brands, and then it's out the loop.
Yeah, but then if your supplier's not black, then it kind of kills the whole, because that doesn't, it's hard.
Yeah, no, obviously suppliers, that's a whole different kind of ball game. But I think that if we can kind of like, if you've got a business, you've got a business, and Misha's got a business, if we can try and keep the money looping amongst us. So, for instance, you might always have planting. It's my job to always buy planting from you. You might have, as you got your clothing. So it's my job to make sure that I'm involved and I'm buying from you. And then obviously you might have other entities that you have business wise. And when I think of that, I should be thinking of you lot. And I think that's important. But more than that, it's important what you do with your money after that.
Right. Like your investments, what you're putting aside, how you're building, how you're creating. But I feel like there's so much more emphasis now. What we're doing as a community is we're thinking. We're like, okay, cool. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hold out. I'm going to do it on this day. And I'm going to do that. And we're thinking that there's more groups that are being formed. There's more networks being formed. There's more talk. There's more uncomfortable conversations. And I think it's not going to happen overnight. Like they said, weren't built in a day. And I feel if we continue at the pace that we're going, we can only be better.
I mean, can I just say, I feel like, obviously I didn't march, I said that already. And that's because obviously I was doing stuff black business owned, which is myself. And I obviously have to, I have to buy into me because I am my business. I am black and I have black children of colour. And by you saying what happens with your money after that's important, obviously, like I said before in the other episodes, like my daughter's in boarding school in Nigeria, which is Africa. So I'm paying into her education in another country, as well as trying to build 2 homes back there as well. So that's me investing in the motherland, and that's me putting my money that I'm earning. But then another thing that kind of strikes me is, how do you go about making change in a country that was systematically built for you to fail? Like, It doesn't
And
make
you
no
know what the
sense.
joke is? That's another question.
Because
feel like-
it's all
We
good us
could-
having these
we could touch
ideas
on it
and saying
quickly.
all of
Yeah,
this.
I
of
feel
course
like
we
this
can.
is a very
Okay, let me land. Like,
important-
it's all good for us to have these conversations. Say, oh yeah, where you spend your money, where, but it's still a white man's country. So realistically, I don't hear any of you lot saying what are you buying into in your countries? Because I've just said I'm buying into mine. So what's going on? That's a conversation. It's all good saying, oh yeah, we should do it, but I'm actively doing that. Who else is? I don't know how many of my peers are doing what I'm doing, and I don't know if that's because they can't or they don't want to or they're ignorant. But really and truly, that's important because that was embedded in me from young. My parents are both immigrants. Do you understand? Like, so I feel like this isn't my country of origin or whatever. So I'm gonna
Let me
invest.
help you with that one.
You
innit?
get me?
Yeah. Right. So you gotta look at for you. That's come through your family and you've been going like that. Remember how I grew in this country. This is my country. Yeah. So what I want to invest in this country, I will invest in this country. Also, as I'm growing older, now I'm like, rah, I need to put something over there. You get what I'm saying? It's only once I got to a certain age, I'm thinking, yo, me personally, I build.
When you say this is your country, what do you mean by that?
like this is like, you know, like we were saying, the motherland. Like, I look at it as all ours. There's no, you see, before all this, there's no separation. So for me, it's all one. Like, if I want to build over here, I'll build over here.
When you say before all of this, before all of what?
Before we all started saying that's China, that's Africa, it was all one, innit? Yeah, it was all one.
Right.
It was all one,
about
no?
the geographics of the
Yeah,
world.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was all
All right,
one.
but scratch
So
the
for me-
geographics, bro.
for me,
Black people are
black-
not originally
Nah, of
from
course,
this
same.
this
From here,
continent.
from here.
From
But-
our skin
But-
color, you
but
can see
when
that.
when I was, but what I'm saying to you, as I I've grown up in, like, bam, I'm thinking until you start learning, I don't know no different. It's only when I start learning now. My ancestors, my heritage is from Jamaica. So I'm thinking, right, I need to put something over there because I've grown and I've learned. But before that, I don't know no different other than what I've been told in school. Do you get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
what I'm thinking, I need to get a business. I need to
So
be.
did your family not tell you that?
Not everyone's family tells you that. No,
Where's your
don't.
parents from? Were
they're
they
from
born
Jamaica.
in England?
Like, born in England, but from Jamaica.
I find it.
So,
I feel
we don't know.
like it's. Let me just touch on it. I
think
feel
it's-
like it's very difficult, and I think the
complicated.
situations is very different for Caribbean children, because if you look at the Caribbean, it's very much owned by places like America and places like the UK, where
Yeah.
Africa still has an element of themselves.
Yeah.
So we're not
100%.
saying that they don't have influence over in certain continents in Africa when it comes to corruption and when it comes to other things, but the Caribbean is already kind of so far gone, it's unreal. Like, if I was to ask you the original people of the Caribbean, you wouldn't be able to tell me.
Or you'd be ignorant about it.
No,
But
you
that's
just
a whole
wouldn't.
nother
You
conversation.
just wouldn't be able to say.
Nah, it's a whole
I
nother
feel
conversation.
like, all right,
And
so-
I don't think it's fair because there's no one else African here, so I don't want to
And
go
this
into
is what
that.
I'm saying.
That's
This
not
is
fair.
where
No,
this
we're
is where
all
I come
African.
on
We
to.
need to
No,
understand
we
that.
are.
Let's
We
not
do
do
that.
that.
Because
No, we
you
are.
don't
That's
act
the-
like
that's
that.
the-
Let's not.
we
Yeah,
don't.
let's not.
We
Let's
don't.
not.
So
Let's keep
you
it
want us to
100.
be like,
Let's
oh my
not.
god,
Let's
that we're
not.
all
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Africa,
yeah,
we're
let's
all
not.
from
Let's
Africa.
not.
Yeah, we are.
There's
But
an
if you wanna go
ignorance,
back
but
to it,
there-
You
but
yeah,
go
if
for
you
a complicated
remember-
subject.
All right, one
Yeah,
person
Sorry,
at a
sorry,
time. One
we're
person
all
at a
speaking of
time.
each other.
You did.
But what I will say is that on this thing, I can't sympathise with you on that one because, all right, so your parents weren't born here. Was you born here?
Yeah.
Right. So okay. So that's what we've got in common is that we were born
But
here.
that's what I'm trying to say.
Hold on, wait. That's what I mean. So my parents. So my mum was born here, but my dad was born in Barbados.
Okay.
Yeah. So his parents are obviously Bayesian. So that's where they were born.
Yeah.
My mum's parents were born in Italy and Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah. They came here. Raised their children as English. Like, this is your country. I'm here, and I'm like, when people go, oh, where are you from? I'm from here. Because you know why? Because I don't know any other part.
There you go.
I personally, I can't speak for everyone, but I've not been to Jamaica. I've not been to Barbados.
Oh, right.
I've not been back to my hometown. Do you know what I'm saying? I've not been back to the country where my parents are from. Okay, I've been to Italy. But again, it takes away from that because my nan was run out of Italy because she got with a black man.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like, I haven't. So I can't sit here and be like, yeah, you know, I'm building here, and here, and I'm putting back into here, and here.
Yeah, because
What
then
I'm-
how do you fight for a movement if
Right.
you don't even
But what
get
I do
it?
it, do
Then?
you know,
if
but
you
how
think
I
you're
do
British,
it,
that's
but
weird.
how I do it is I do it through my children because I want my children have the education that I didn't have. My children have further knowledge. My children are teaching me more about this movement than anybody else. So from when my kids now have their mindset is, I live here, but I'm not from here.
That's what I'm trying to tell
and that's what I'm
you.
saying.
That's been mine.
Yeah, but also,
And
this is
remember,
me.
my parents are both immigrants. I am British by birth, but
you're
I am
not
not. You
right.
can see that.
But
So
again,
that's
it's
weird
about
to me.
what
If someone
your
asks a black
parents-
person where you from and you say, I'm British, bro, it's a joke. You're
Yeah,
not
but
British.
you don't know
bro.
until you learn.
Yeah,
that.
but
What
you're
I'm
not.
saying
But
is-
then this is weird. How are your parents not
everyone,
teaching you
because
that?
not everybody has
weird.
that. Not everybody even grows up with their parents to even
Yeah,
know
but
that.
even
It's mad.
so, it don't matter. I could have been adopted. It don't matter. I could have been. I've
Nah,
lived with
it
foster.
goes- it goes into a
I've
lot
been
of
fostered.
complications.
I haven't always lived with my parents. Just because I ain't mentioned it, don't mean shit.
Yeah, but it goes into a lot of
But
complications.
yeah,
Everyone's
but at
life's
the same
different.
time, there's people that
It's
haven't even got
different.
parents. Both their parents are dead, but they're
you go.
very much aware of what they are.
Everybody's
But no,
How
life's
you gonna
different.
move forward if you don't know where you're coming
you.
from? It don't make no
But this
sense.
is what I'm saying.
Nah.
I'm not disagreeing with you. It's just a different avenue. We're
Yeah.
just looking at it and there's a
There's
different
different avenues,
perspective.
Yeah, but to
Like,
fight
whereas
for a
you're doing
movement,
it
you have to understand it completely. And if you're lost and you don't even know where you're from, I'm not
Yeah,
being
but
rude.
you can't.
fight
So
for a
what?
movement.
But
You
if
can't.
you write them off,
Of course
if
you
you
can.
write
It
them off,
makes you kind of
you
like
can.
it's like weird. How
No.
could that's like me trying to fight for LGBT community and I'm not even gay or I don't have no understanding
No, you
of
can
what
fight
it's
for
like
it.
to be
You
gay.
can-
you can
Or
fight
to
for it.
feel don't
Because
mix,
you know
don't
what
mix,
you're
no,
doing, babes.
It's
You
like
can
when
fight
people
for
try and compare slavery to being gay. It's completely different.
No, but you could fight for
Oppression
what-
and then having a sexual orientation is not the same thing.
No, we're
but
not
I
saying
can't
that.
fight for something I don't know. It's
You
like
can.
saying I can't be an
But you
advocate for
can.
something
But
I
you
don't
can, though,
understand.
babe.
Can.
But you
I
can
might not
though.
know him, and someone said something to you today, and I've just met you, and I believe, well,
It's like, how
I'm
can
not
I
having
sell
that.
a
I'm gonna
car
fight for you, innit?
if I have no knowledge on
You
the
can.
car?
I don't have no
am I
knowledge
supposed
on
to
what
do?
it
Buy
is.
the car because it's good because
No.
everyone else is saying it. I
Listen,
have to have
you
my
can
own
fight.
knowledge.
Yeah, but
Alright,
you
so
learn
I-
after that.
I,
You start learning
I
after that.
feel like obviously we got to understand that obviously different continents went through different things. And one
100.
thing that we need to understand with the Caribbean is that the English, the Spanish, the French, they never let go of the Caribbean. The Caribbean was never ever, even though it says independence, it was never let go.
But that's because it's a settlement.
Yeah, but it
and
was
people
never let
don't
go.
know
So
that.
if we're looking at the history of it, they were taken from Africa and they were taken to the Caribbean.
And then you see what you've just said?
Mm-hmm.
Africa very much has still got... those countries have also got a hold on Africa. I would know that.
Yes,
I'm
but it's a
African.
different. You gotta understand.
What's the difference? I'm telling
All
you
right,
right
let me
now.
explain. I'll explain. Most Caribbean countries don't have their own currency. They use dollars.
And
So
in
even if it's
Africa,
not
they
UK
still use the pound sterling.
No,
What
but in
does that
Africa
show you?
they
And not
still-
everyone has their independence. Remember, Africa's a continent,
Yeah,
not a
but
country.
a lot of
so there's loads of countries within Africa that still don't have their independence
Okay, but
and still.
what
use
do
the
they
pound.
use right now in Ghana and Nigeria?
What do you mean? They're
What
two
currency?
separate countries.
What currency do they use?
What do you mean?
What currency do they use?
They use whatever their currencies are.
Right,
Plus
you
dollars,
go to- Yeah, but
plus
plus
pounds,
dollars, yeah, but
plus
in
euros.
places like Jamaica and places like Barbados and all these other countries, they use dollars,
So what's
and
your
their
point?
dollars might be a lot less to the USA dollars, but it's still not their currency. Where if you go to Africa, they still have their own individual currency.
Africa, where in Africa?
There's places,
That's
Ghana,
ignorant.
Nigeria,
Be specific.
Sierra Leone, they
You
all
gotta
have
be
their own
specific
currency.
because they're still very much the element of the British
We're not saying
fucking,
that. No, what
what's
you're
it
doing is
called?
you're missing me. I'm
No,
saying
no. I don't think you're even hearing what I'm
Go on.
saying because you're trying to argue with me on a point that I know.
no, it's not an
about.
argument. I'll just put that out there. It's not an argument.
Argument,
I'm s-
disagreement, debate, it's all the same thing. Don't be anal.
To
What I'm
you.
telling you is
To
I
you.
know what I'm talking about.
Alright.
And I'm right.
Yeah.
So for you to tell me, oh, I can't talk on the Caribbean because I'm not from there.
Yeah.
But what I'm telling you is about Africa is the element of slavery, the element of the British colony, the French, the Spanish, the Portuguese is still very much there. I would know
We're not
why.
saying that though.
Nobody's saying you're not. Let me
What?
finish.
Land.
Have I got clearance?
You got
All
clearance
right,
now.
cool. So my point is, I hear what you're saying about them not having their own currency, and if they do, it's less than this and whatever. But they're still very much using dollars and whatever. But the same element is also in Africa. Don't play it down. Just
No, I'm
because
not
it's
saying that.
It just because it don't seem a way to you, don't mean it's not there. That means you don't know. Where you lack in knowledge doesn't mean that I'm wrong. Do your research.
No, but I never said that you was wrong.
I never said you said that.
I'm just
either.
saying there's definitely a difference between the Caribbean and there's a difference between Africa. And I'm not saying that obviously there's Africa didn't go through their own struggles and Caribbean
if
people
slavery
didn't go.
started there, bro.
Right,
then
but I'm
clearly
saying, but you got
that was the struggle.
No, but let me
Jamaica
land.
and that are settlements. Do you know what that means?
Let me land.
Do you know what that means?
Yes, let me
What does
land.
it mean?
No, let me land first.
Alright, what does it mean? Land.
Just land. Let
Explain
me-
whilst you're landing. What does it mean?
Let me land.
If Jamaica's a settlement, what does it
No,
mean?
let me land.
What does it mean?
Calm down.
What does
Slow
it mean?
down.
Are we going to edit in me asking
no,
this question?
no.
What does it mean?
I'm saying
is a
what I'm trying
settlement?
to explain is the Caribbean struggle is a little bit different to the African struggle. Even though it worked simultaneously, it's still different. And this is the reason why when
What
Caribbean
struggle?
no, listen, when Caribbean people come in, remember, the first settlement of black people in this country, yeah, they went from Africa to the Caribbean, from the Caribbean here.
They didn't go. They were taken.
Yeah, they were taken.
Big difference.
So I'm saying the first lot were from here. They were from the first lot were from the Caribbean, and then the African lot tended to come after. So we need to understand their struggles are just completely different.
What were they here for?
Peak.
They were brought here by the white people.
unfortunately.
to
I think-
rebuild the country
I think
after
this-
the war.
this
That's
can go
why
on for
they
hours.
was here.
No,
know
wait,
your
wait.
history,
No.
B.
Do you know
That's why they was here to rebuild the country
All right.
after the war.
Let me land.
This can go on for
quickly.
hours.
I
Listen,
feel
Mrs.
like-
already got onto me.
Fam,
innit? So
I know
I'm not
my
commenting
shit.
on
No,
No, you can't tell me nothing.
Wait,
This can go on for
wait.
hours.
I've said what I said.
Let me
If I'm
no.
African,
Let me finish
I
this.
know about African
No, let me
history.
finish. Let me finish on this. And shout out.
Bruv, we need to have more African people
No.
in this bitch because I'm getting pissed off.
Shout out my teacher on the Yeka, yeah? Blackamoors, read the book, Blackamoors. Now, black people actually existed here before slavery. Before the 1600s, they actually existed here. Now, if
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you look
it's
at
getting
birth
deep now,
certificates,
it's
death
getting deep.
certificates, Christian, when you was baptized, anything with MOOR or MOORS in brackets, you could be called John Peter Moore, meant that you was a black person that existed in the UK. So we need to understand that. That started in the 1500s. So if we're talking history, can throw history.
And how did they come here?
They were here off of their own free will. They were actually free men.
Okay.
Free men. Now you need to
The
understand.
whole
Let
Black
me
Lives
finish.
movement isn't
Let me
about
fin-
people that
No,
were
let
here
me
of
finish.
their own free
No,
will.
let me finish.
It's
Let me-
slavery,
No,
bro. So
yeah.
you're going off track.
No.
It don't
I'm not.
matter.
No.
He's
I just
making his
thought.
point though. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
landing.
land.
Find himself.
Yeah,
He's landing.
that's
He's
fine.
landing.
Land.
He's landing.
But
So
Black
what I'm-
Lives Matter
No,
and
let
the
me
movements
finish.
is nothing to do with people
No,
of their
no,
own free
no.
will coming here.
No, but listen to what I'm saying. I'm trying to explain something to you because obviously what
Landed.
you put out was
Land.
is know your history. Know
Yeah,
your
know
history.
your history because now you haven't told me what the settlement
No,
means.
let me finish.
You're going into the
Let me
1500s
finish.
and moors.
No, you gotta let
What's
me
the
finish.
settlement?
You gotta let me finish.
You don't want
He's
to tell
landing.
me.
He's landing. He's
Yeah.
landing. He's landing.
Blood, man wasn't meant to tell me. Man was meant to tell me what settlement means before the plane took off. Man's in the air. You get me? Transatlantic, and man ain't trying to tell me what it means.
You
All
see this
now
here?
I'm asking.
This can go on for hours though.
Blood, we
And
need
this
to
is
move.
complicated.
We've got to understand that, as I said, black people were here in the 1500s, and there was a lot going on. When you look at old pictures and you look at people with jewelry, gold, fruit and vegetables. Remember, fruit and vegetables was worth more than gold and diamonds at that time. At that point, innit?
Ah.
So it shows that they were here, innit? Because fruit and vegetables don't come from the UK.
Of course.
Yeah, if you look at if you look at the geographics of the UK, the geographics of the UK is marshy lands. That's the
Yeah.
reason why we get so much rain.
Which
And what
is
grows
why,
here?
Which is why people of color don't originate
Absolutely
from
nothing.
here.
No, but let's and I'm gonna
this where-
let me touch on that.
Is this where you start talking about people that eat meat?
No, I'm not
Oh
even
my
going down
God.
that road. I'm not even going down that road. No, wait, I'm
You're not
even
doing
going
it this time.
No. You said this is not our country, but the oldest bones found here were actually black.
Fam, you can claim this.
The
This ain't
oldest
mine.
bones
I'm African,
found
I'm
in the
not from
UK
Caribbean.
were
No
actually
offense,
black.
guys.
These are
actually-
facts. These are things that you can
claim,
Google.
I don't claim Europe.
None
I'm
taken.
so sorry, I don't. You lot claim it more than Africans do, and that's fine. I'm not on that. This is not my country of origin. I don't originate from here. I don't want no parts to it. Fam, the whole Black
I claim
Lives Matter
Jamaica.
movement
I claim
and all of
Jamaica.
that stuff, it's a slap in the face. I don't. If it was, I didn't ask to be born here because people be like, "Oh, so why are you here?" Bro, I didn't ask to be born here. My
That's how it
parents
go.
came here. They have their reasons as to why they both came here from both their countries. That's none of my business. All I know is, the Black Lives Matter movement, and that's why I asked the original question: how do you make change as a black person in a country that was systematically built for you to fail? Period. I don't care about the black people that
I'm
were here
good.
of their free
I'm
will
good.
and all of that.
Can I
I'm a
ask-
build in
talking
every
about-
country.
I'm talking about
Yeah?
after
I'ma
slavery,
make
the
power moves, bro, I'll be
segregation,
real.
all of that stuff, black people are still suffering about it today, and we're free. We're apparently
Alright.
free, but we're not free
can-
because there's still crap that's going on.
I'm gonna touch, even though we're swayed off, I'm gonna touch on that. For me, if we are going to profit or we are going to be in a better position, if you look at other ethnic backgrounds, if you look at Pan-Asian and Asian, and if you look at the Jewish community, and I know there's a lot going on in the Jewish community at the moment with the whole Wiley situation.
Ooh,
if you touch on them, you don't hear them complaining about things. What they do is they shout at Swiss and the team because it's about building our own community and understanding that we need to keep the money within ourselves.
And where you build,
and
you gain power.
If you look at, I don't know if this is the right way of saying it, Chinese. If you look at the Chinese people,
Asians.
If you look at the Asian people, if you look at the Asian when it comes to Indian, is that Pan-Asian? All right, you can stand, no disrespect to anyone,
Asian.
but they build on their own community.
Everyone builds on
They, and that's why, once again, we're bringing it back to Convo Nation, and I'll put it out here now, is we support all black businesses. So if you've got any black businesses that need support when it comes to advertisement, you can see King Juice, you can see Rich,
Hey, we just ate
there's
yours.
normally
How you
You
mean?
Thirsty, we had Misha's Kitchen
I didn't eat those.
last week. So we got Teed Out.
Oh.
These are all black businesses. So that's
Hold
free
on,
of
wait.
charge.
Yeah,
at the
no,
moment.
do you see
Oh,
what
wait,
he
but we
did?
got
Do you see- No,
Missy.
it's okay, leave him.
we
No,
got
don't
Missy.
plug me.
Babe, you
Well,
done
let me
No, don't
finished.
plug me. Don't
finished.
No,
You already
don't plug me.
finished.
See
You
that?
finished. You finished.
See these girls.
No,
yeah?
no, no, he
You
doesn't.
finished.
You
Man
see
a
what he
charge.
does? You see what he does?
Disrespect.
Blood, I
Disrespect.
said-
Alright, look,
Yeah.
see these girls, yeah?
Tired.
Slightly
Rich,
nuts,
don't
innit?
even start. Don't
Slightly
even
nuts.
start.
Rich, tell him.
Rich, I beg you,
See?
say something
See?
smart.
See?
Say
Oh.
something
Go
There's
on,
a
smart.
go
lot
on,
of
go on.
patience.
Alright, they got no patience, right?
Who's got no patience? Who?
Fam, everyone got
Brother,
plugged, you know?
don't
See?
do that.
See,
Don't
look,
do that.
Look, they're gonna attack.
All right, do you know what?
Domestic
Cool.
violence at
Watch
its
it.
I'm
best.
just gonna
Are
say
you
it in
ready?
silence.
Is you ready?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Say nothing.